We are going to take a picture. But most importantly, I really want, the other day I gave a speech on Lonyo, Pidan, Oti, Acher, which is homestead incomes. I want to really challenge all of you to fully understand and work for our concept, because we started this in the 1960s when there were these our other political parties. There was DP, there was UPC, there was Kawaka Yeka, but all of them had a problem of elitism. Byali bibina bya abasoma, the parties of the educated. We were of course educated also, but we had a difference. We were of the view that we should change everybody. In your language of today, I hear you talking of leaving nobody behind. Yes. There is that slogan, which we should leave nobody behind. Yes. But we started that as a student movement in the 1960s. When we tell you about the parish development model, we want the whole parish to change. The whole parish. So the message should be every homestead to join the money economy with the Ichibaro. And for the people with the small acre, with the small land, we told you about the 4 acres model. 4 acres model. Have one acre for coffee, have 1 acre for fruits, have 1 acre for pasture, dairy, have 1 acre for food for the home. And in the backyard, you can do the pigs if you want. If you are not a Muslim, you can do poultry, you can do fish farming. This is for the small scale. Intensive agriculture, using a small piece of land to get good money. Apart from agriculture, commercial agriculture with the Kibaro, there is the emyoga, the skills of the hand. This is before you talk about the big factories which are brought here by Ugandans, but also by foreigners. So that's the second channel of getting out of poverty. The third channel are services. Services like border borders, or border borders, hotels, singing, witchcraft. Because those are also service providers. They pretend to tell you what is happening. Preaching the gospel, medical, you can be a service provider, medical, and professionals like engineering, and so those are part of service. So that is sector 3. So you as NRM Baburizi, as NRM Basosodoti, preachers, You should give a clear message of how people can get out of poverty.
Hajat Farida Chimboa, the chairperson of the National Women's Council, thanked President Museveni for supporting and elevating women in the leadership. She also informed President Museveni that as NRM Women League and the National Women's Council, they want him to again stand for presidency in 2026 and beyond.
Museveni oye! Museveni yechi! Okay. Your Excellency, I want to thank you so much, but I want to bring to your attention that as women of Uganda, the National Women's Council, we are grateful for all the things that you've done to the women. The women you see here in the Women's Council structures are all flag bearers of NRM. And Your Excellency, you are the national chair of the mighty party called NRM. When we were contesting, we started from the village until we made it to the national level and the district level. So we call ourselves grassroots women. We are the custodians of all the women of Uganda by law, irrespective of their political parties. Your Excellency, the structure of the National Women's Council was established by an act of parliament. It gives us powers to lead all the women of Uganda. 18 and above, you are under the Women's Council. For us, we only take up leadership roles and responsibilities, but the women that we lead are all the women of Uganda.
The meeting was also attended by Honorable Bet Among, the Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development. Asimwe, Gntv at 12.
Thank you, Desire, for that report. And in another news, the Uganda Parliament spokesperson Chris Obore has come out to refute social media propaganda, saying that Parliament spends 2.5 billion every day that is spreading all over social media platforms. Chris Obore says that Ugandans like and have a tendency of spreading information or rumors that are not true, and says that that's politicking. We have more.
The House of Bishops elected Venerable Reverend Wilson Tseka as fourth Bishop of the Luwero with his consecration and enthronement set for March 26, 2024 at St. Mark Cathedral in Welltown Council. The bishops at their two-day leadership retreat held at Reza Training and Conference Center also elected Reverend Canon Alfred Muhozi as the new Bishop of Ankole Diocese. Reverend Canon Muhozi will succeed Bishop Stephen following the rumors that have been spreading all over social media platforms in Uganda, showing that the Parliament of Uganda spends 2.5 billion Ugandan shillings every day. The Parliament spokesperson Chris Obore has come out and refuted the news, saying that those news spreading on social media and newspapers are fake. While addressing the press, Chris Obore said that those spreading wrong rumors got parliamentary budget and divided it by 360, which he said it's very wrong and the calculation they are doing is not in proper manner. He gave an example that part of the money is development money used in building new chambers, and another part of the money goes to the salaries of the legislators. He, however, continued and said it's a matter of understanding budget and wished those spreading propaganda to go on well. He further urged all Ugandans to always spread important information to see that it can develop the country, not spreading rumors that are not correct.
Spend 2.6 billion per day. I want to say, guys, let's have respect for the Ugandan public. We should not think that everyone does not understand how much 2.6 billion per day is. It is not true. What they have done is to go and get the budget of Parliament for a year and then divide it by 360 days. But that is very cheap interpretation of a budget. It's a very cheap interpretation because you know a budget is not spent daily. A budget goes on development projects. For instance, the salaries are paid monthly. So how do you spend daily? If you're paying salaries monthly, so how do you spend money daily? You can see, I don't know whether in the newsrooms you are paid your salary every day. Is that true? So I don't understand how the daily expenditure comes in. It is false. And therefore meant to alarm the public, to annoy the public to think there is money in the parliament. It is not possible. Institutions of government do not spend money daily, or any organization. I've just told you one expenditure item, salaries. You pay them daily? No. We are building a new chamber. Have we finished it in a day? No. If we are going to buy cameras, if we are, for instance, if I want to buy cameras, does it mean daily expenditure? No. So you can now tell the public that this story is just part of the ongoing campaign to paint Parliament negative, especially to target the Speaker of Parliament, which is okay, but let the public be given accurate information. So I say it is not possible for 2.6 billion to be spent daily. Because the expenditure items are not daily. I've just told you one. If we are to fuel our cars, do you fuel our cars daily? Really? Do you fuel cars daily? No. So it is not a true depiction of a budget interpretation. It is just serving the narrative of those who want to damage Parliament even before the public. Fortunately, some members of the public can see through this, and I'm glad that you have sought my position on this matter. It's not true that we spend money daily. First of all, there are even public holidays, people don't come here. There are also weekends. Do you spend money on weekends? So why are we spending money daily? It's not possible. Like today, I've not even had lunch. I wish I was getting money daily. Sorry, to this great Parliament, we wish them well, but falsehoods run faster. The truth comes later, and it will win. Thank you for.
To Ronald, Gntv at Parliament.
To Ronald for that report from the Parliament. And in another news, Venerable Reverend Wilson Kiseka has been elected as the 4th Bishop of Luwelo Anglican Diocese, with his consecration and enthronement set for March 26th this month at St. Mark Cathedral in Luwelo Town Council. Luwelo Anglican Diocese has been plagued in violence after the retirement of Bishop Eldad Nsubuga. The report.
The House of Bishops elected Venerable Reverend Wilson Kiseka as 4th Bishop of the Luwelo Anglican Diocese, with his consecration and enthronement set for March 26, 2024 at St. Mark Cathedral in Luwelo Town Council. The bishops, at their 2-day leadership retreat held at Reza Training and Conference Center, also elected Reverend Canon Alfred Muhozi as the new Bishop of Ankole Diocese. Reverend Canon Muhozi will succeed Bishop Stephen Namanya, who retires on May 26, 2024, when he clocks the mandatory retirement age. Venerable Canon Wilson Kiseka, 53, is married to Miss Rachel Kiseka with 4 biological children and currently the Archdeacon of Ndeba, Kayunga District under Mukono Diocese. A holder of diploma in forestry from Makerere University, bachelor's degree in theology UCU, and a master's degree in theology obtained at KwaZulu National University in South Africa. Kiseka has served a church in different capacities, including the position of parish priest at St. Peter's Church of Uganda, Rugazi, and Misindye Church of Uganda, Seta Archdeaconry. He earlier served at Nakanyonyi Archdeaconry as Archdeacon before his transfer to Ndeba Archdeaconry. Unlike his predecessors, Chiseka will be taking over leadership from a caretaker bishop appointed by the Archbishop of Church of Uganda in July 2023 when the diocese failed to have a successful candidate for the office of the bishop at the time of Bishop Elidad Nsubuga's retirement in July 2023. The diocese has been under retired Bishop of Mukono Diocese James Williams Sebagala since July 18, 2023, when Archbishop Samuel Kazimba Mugaru made the appointment. The caretaker role of the diocese was for 8 months. Our reporter visited the area.
Za Katonda atulondedde omuddu we. Fenga abantu tubadde mu kiseera kya kusoomoozebwa. Omanyi endiga bwe zitabaako azikulembera oluusi bwe ziba teziraluse ne zitandika okutomera buli azisala mu maaso.
Ebbanga nga tuyise mu kiseera ekisoomooza naye tusuubira nti omulabirizi Katonda gw'atuleetedde gwe yatulondedde agenda kuddaabiriza emitima gyaffe atukomyewo mu kkubo.
Basanyufu nnyo kubanga tulinze ebbanga eriwerako. Kale tusuubira okumwaniriza n'essanyu.
Ise mu kiseera ekyokusoomoozebwa kibadde kinene nga tutya tweraliikirira ng'era omuntu atalinaako kitaawe bw'abeera naye ng'alerebwa. So kati tuli basanyufu nti twafunye kitaffe mu Katonda agenda okutuluŋŋamya okutulambika ate era obulabirizi bwaffe bugende mu maaso.
Tetumumanyi nnyo kati okuba nti no tuba tetumumanyi naye Katonda ng'amumanyi era ye yatunudde n'agamba nti oyo yasobola okutabaganya abantu bano. Kati nze nsuubira kinene nnyo era emyaka 12 we ginaggweerako nsuubira Luweero atajja kuba atinta butinsi.
Katonda olw'ekyo kyatuukiddwako naddala oluvannyuma lw'ebigambo bingi naddala ebibadde biyitibwa ku mawulire naye nga twebaza nti wabaddewo okutusabira wabaddewo obukakamu era nga Luweero ateredde mitende. Omulabirizi ono agenda kutuuzibwa mangu kubanga ennaku zo mu kalenda ya programu ya Ssaabalabirizi yali yaziteeka mudda agenda kutuuzibwa ennaku z'omwezi 24 omwezi guno. Ababeere muweereza wa Katonda aweereze. Obuzibu obusinga obungi abantu kwe kubeera ne agenda zaabwe endala naye bw'oba ozze ng'ogize kuweereza abantu nze nkakasa nti nno ajja kusobola okukola omulimu. Luweero alimu ebintu bingi, amawanga mangi, politikisi mungi, obwavu bungi, naye mu byonna Katonda ajja kumubeera ye bw'anaaba nga azze nga yewaddeyo okuweereza ddala Mukama abeere nga aweereza buli muntu yenna awatali kusosola.
Tulinda essaawa ey'okuyimiriza omusango oguzza mu church oba okutugamba okutambula nga nnyo ogwokusatu ate bapapye bataddeko mulabirizi mulala ogwokuna. Ekyo kitwewunyisizza nnyo era
tegera bulungi ennono zaffe eza Anglican Church. Anglican Church ebadde yagala kuva ku mulamwa era kyokulaba okusaba kwaffe ogyeko ekyokugamba nti batuuze Reverend Canon Gotv Kasana twasaba ebintu bingi twagala bakitaffe mu Katonda bamanyi tewaba batudde nga House of Bishops bye bakola bigasafa abakristaayo abawansi bannannyini church tewaba batudde sikwemalirira bo ne basalawo okuwamba.
The power and authority to appoint a caretaker bishop is vested in the Archbishop, who is the chief custodian of the province of the Church of Uganda, offices bearers at the level of diocesan bishops. Because the House of Bishops that convened on June 28, 2023, had revoked the Luweero Bishop-elect Reverend Canon Godfrey Kasana area blessed for consecration as fourth Bishop of Luweero Diocese, the leadership role of the Luweero Diocese fell back to the Archbishop on July 9, 2023. Under normal circumstances, the retirement Bishop Elidad Nsubuga was supposed to be handing over the pastoral staff to his successor, but because the position had been declared vacant, the pastoral staff went back to the office of the Archbishop. On July 9th, 2023, the abdication ceremony by retiring Bishop Nsubuga was administered by a team from the Provincial Secretariat led by Reverend Canon William Ongeng, the Provincial Secretary, while the Archbishop was represented by Central Uganda Diocese Bishop Michael Woa under heightened security. A section of Christians opposed the revocation process of Reverend Canon Godfrey Kasana had planned to block the ceremony at St. Mark Cathedral, Welo. Za Asimwe Kajise, Gntv at 12.
Thank you, Desire, for that report. And in another news, the Minister of Education, Honorable Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, thanked the Uganda Examinations Board officials and all stakeholders to say that last year's examinations at all levels were released successfully, with the last to be released being the Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education, call it USCE. The minister said these are the release of the 2023 Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education results yesterday at State House, Nakasero. We have more.
This year, or at least last year's exams. This is the way it ought to be, since we are witnessing a steady increase in candidature at the lower levels, which should translate into an increase at this level also. Notably, both UNEB chairperson and the executive director's reports indicate that science and mathematics entries have also increased. Although we are not where we want to be exactly, at least we are moving, and we pray that we will get to where we want to be. This is a positive development because, as I stated previously, having more learners taking sciences at this level will provide the desired pool of candidates to take science-based courses at the university and tertiary levels. Without prejudice to other disciplines, it should be appreciated that science and mathematics are crucial in propelling development in industry, medicine, and related fields, as Mr. Dong reported. I'm also pleased to note an improvement in biology at the USCE, as well as a marked rise in principal passes at this level. This is commendable. In the past, this important science subject had not been done well for whatever reasons. My hope is that by addressing the areas of concern that UNEP publishes annually, this improvement will be sustained. It is now my hope and prayer that the head teachers and teachers take seriously the feedback from UNEP, as you heard Mr. Odong request to our teachers. In order to sustain these gains, we need to see more commitment from our teachers, really. Please be there for your learners and ensure you provide them with both the theory and the practical skills they need to learn. Please remember that teaching is a calling, and its rewards and joy are in the success of your learners. I urge the head teachers to provide good leadership, because this will enable us to sustain the positive results we have realized this year. Once more, I'm pleased with the girls' performance. According to UNEB's statistics, they have outperformed their male counterparts, and I didn't hear any applause for the girls today. Indeed, this demonstrates that girls have potential, but gender stereotypes most likely prevent them from realizing their abilities. Therefore, our system must figure out ways of enabling and empowering the girls to realize their full potential. I thank the board for adjusting the timetable for the transitional examination as I guided last time. This should give adequate time for the registration of our young people who would wish to take advantage of this opportunity. Please note that the government will support those learners who had been under the USE program, as I said during the occasion of the UCE examination results release. Also to be noted further is that this is a one-off examination, meaning that it will not be done again, as I explained last time. We are grateful to God for the positive USCE results. As we all expect, many of our students will be pursuing university education, as is the culture in our country. But while this aspiration is commendable, there are many equally rewarding, as you heard from Professor Boer, opportunities. There are many rewarding opportunities in other tertiary institutions, such as our technical training colleges and health training institutions, that I would urge our young people to consider for applying to go to. I encourage those of you who have not performed to your expectations not to despair again or give up, as you heard those who spoke before me try to encourage you. There is always another opportunity, so please keep yourselves safe and healthy so that you can pursue alternate possibilities. In conclusion, I congratulate the board and the staff of UNEB on yet another outstanding performance, and I want you to give them a big applause, really. I'm also grateful to all of our teams and stakeholders who have worked tirelessly to ensure the success of the entire 2023 examination period. It is now my singular honor and pleasure to release the results of the 2023 Uganda Advanced Certificate of Education for the public use. I thank you, and God bless you all. This is it again. To the pride of UNEB and the Ministry of Education and Sports, to our God, all the glory and honor. Thank you.
Now, on behalf of the board, I wish to appeal to the heads of the examination centers and schools to accord whatever assistance will be necessary to enable these persons to register, prepare for, and sit the examination. This is important especially because this will be the last opportunity under the old UCE curriculum under which they studied. I congratulate the candidates who have performed well and wish them well in their future progress. But for those who feel a little disappointed with their results, I encourage seizing the many other opportunities to progress that are out there.
Zasimwe, Gntv, Gotv.
For that report, and our dear viewers of Gntv, that report sums up the end of our today's bulletin, and thanks for being part of us from Monday to Friday. I'm ALLIAN ATUBANDIIZE, Gntv at 12, and as Gntv, we still remind you of the consecration of Dr. Bishop Silas Taibwa as the regional overseer of Ankole, and the orientation day will be on 3rd of April 2024, then the consecration day will be on 4th of April 2024. Time will be 8:30 a.m. and the venue is Kamkuzi District Grounds. Then the chief guest we have our First Lady of Uganda, Mama Janet Kataha Museveni. Other guests we have Minister Chris Bariomusi for ICT and National Guidance, and other members of parliament. We have the Archbishop Dr. Moses Odong, we have the national elders, and many more. On this day, we remind you that eats and drinks will be available as God has already provided. We welcome every one of you. As we come closer to Easter, this is Easter Bonanza. Arise your business with Gntv. Record a 1-minute video of yourself in your business, then send your video to the number below, that is 0700-420903. Call the number below and finalize the transaction. Pay for 2 adverts and get 1 free, and watch and spot if your adverts are running or being played on the agreed time. And this runs from 1st of March to 31st of March 2024. You can reach us on Gntv channels like Gotv, that is 822 in Central, then StarTimes 292 Antenna, free-to-air decoder, channel 22 countrywide, then Gntv mobile app, and all social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Up next is a lunch hour service at King of Kings. Please come and attend, and more is to come. Good afternoon.